Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. You guys can follow me on Twitter at HGrahamNFL. Today's show, AFC Championship Game preview. Chiefs versus Bills. The stage is set. Following Kansas City's win over the Cleveland Browns, Buffalo, 2 straight playoff wins. They will head to Arrowhead Stadium this Sunday, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That game will be televised on CBS, and we, of course, will have a live watch party here on the Chiefs Report, so make sure you guys subscribe. Chiefs early 3-point favorites in this one. The over-under is set at 54.5, but a lot of things can change, especially based on the injury situation with the Kansas City Chiefs. We will talk about that in today's preview as well. But early on, we'll ask you this question. Who you got? Type BUF for Buffalo, type KC for Kansas City. Let me know in the comments section. I'll give my official prediction later on in the video, so stay tuned. But let me know who you got. BUF for Buffalo, type KC for Kansas City. So the Chiefs got here simply because they had a first-round bye and they won their divisional round playoff game. 22-17, get it done over the Cleveland Browns. Jumped out to a 19-3 lead, kind of farted around a little bit early in the third quarter after that Tyrann Mathieu interception. And then Patrick Mahomes got hurt. We'll certainly talk about that here in a sec. I thought he played really strong in the 2.5 quarters he did play, but the Chiefs' defense was able to finish this off, and they're heading to their 3rd straight AFC Championship game. Like I mentioned, against the Buffalo Bills, 22-17 was the final in Sunday's divisional round matchup. Now, for Buffalo, this has been their path. They knocked off the Colts 27-24 on Wild Card Weekend. Pretty much led that one from start to finish. Survived late to win their first playoff game in 25 years. They backed that one up with a dominant defensive performance, 17-3 over the Baltimore Ravens. Had a key 101-yard pick six from Teron Johnson late in that game to help ice that football game. Josh Allen solid overall, but defensively the Bills really stood out as they're on to the AFC title game at Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium this Sunday. So that's been their path. The Chiefs' path has just been a bye, then a win over the Browns. So now we're set. We got the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC title game. Before we get into some key matchups, some injury updates, and some thoughts on this game, follow me on Twitter at HGrahamNFL. I've got more Chiefs updates, more NFL coverage over there, trying to increase my profile on Twitter. So if you want to keep up with what's happening with the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes injury updates throughout the week, this is the place to go. At HGrahamNFL on Twitter. My link is in the description. You can click that link and you can follow me over there. Help me grow. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Now, what everybody wants to know is, will Patrick Mahomes play? That is the question in this one. Will Patrick Mahomes play for the Kansas City Chiefs? That is what we are all waiting for. I think the answer is yes, but we'll see. Left the game with the Browns with a concussion. It seemed pretty mild. His head wasn't slammed on the turf or anything like that, but they played it safe, and he did not return. Obviously, he will have to go into concussion protocols. Chad Henne did step in with Mahomes out. Now, I think this is a pretty good sign. Andy Reid had this to say after the game, somewhat of a vague quote, but he said he's doing great right now, which is a real positive. As we looked at this, he passed all the deals he needed to pass, so we'll see where it goes from here. So I don't know what that means when he says he passed all the deals he needed to pass. That's not exactly saying he's cleared concussion protocol, especially since they said he couldn't return to the game. And then he has, so we'll see where it goes from here. So I'm not sure. It seems like a mild concussion situation. We'll have to wait and see because there are different levels of concussions. Now, a private NFL doctor will have to approve his return to practice once he can clear protocols and all of that stuff. But I would anticipate him playing after a solid game against the Browns, and he put up those numbers in just about 2.5 quarters. I'm going to type my Y for yes because I think Patrick Mahomes will be cleared. Again, it didn't seem like one of those, holy crap, that was just a brutal hit. But concussions are serious, and they're going to take it seriously. He'll go through the protocols. Maybe he misses a practice or two. Hopefully he gets cleared by Thursday or Friday, if not sooner, and he's ready to rock against the Bills. I'll speak it into existence. I will type my Y for yes. But if you think he won't play, type your N for no. Get your votes in. Will Mahomes play against the Bills on Sunday? Now, if he's not able to, Chad Henne will likely get the start. He stepped in for Mahomes, 6 of 8, 66 yards, had a brutal interception, but made some nice plays late, had a key scramble. Andy Reid trusted him on 4th and short to complete a game-sealing pass to Tyreek Hill, so I thought that was some positive energy for HENNE heading into next week if for some reason he has to play or, dare I say, start. Matt Moore is another option if the Chiefs wanted to go in a different direction. I wanted him to be the backup this year because last year in 2019 played really well in the 2 games he started. 65% of his passes were completed, 659 yards, 4 touchdowns against 0 interceptions. I like Matt Moore because he takes care of the football. Hopefully we don't have to see either of these 2 guys, and Patrick Mahomes will play, but these 2 guys need to be ready just in case. Now, who should start if Mahomes can't play? Obviously, we want Mahomes to start, but if he's out, what do you guys think? Type CH for Chad Henne, type MM for Matt Moore. I would expect Chad Henne to start if Mahomes can't go. I'd like to see Matt Moore get a chance, but it seems like they're in on Chad Henne at this point, so let me know, CH or MM. Now, if you want to bet on this game, you can do it with our sports betting partner, BetUS, at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. We have a promo code just for you Chiefs fans only. It is Chiefs125. You can get a 125% deposit bonus. Put down $100. They'll give you $125 for free. So take advantage of that deal at BetUS. This is what the early betting matchup looks like. The Chiefs are 3-point favorites. The over-under for the 2 teams is set at 54.5. I got to see how things play out this week. I gassed the over last week. Got burned because that game became defensive once Mahomes went out. But I kind of like Chiefs -3. They haven't covered a lot this year, but with the spread being that low, I'm feeling Kansas City. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments. Also, put your money where your mouth is. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use that promo code Chiefs125. Now, there are some other injuries for Kansas City to keep an eye on, not just for Mahomes. Obviously, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he did not play, still dealing with that hip and ankle injury. We'll see how he progresses this week. Sammy Watkins didn't play as well, calf injury. He's been nursed up since Week 16. Willie Gay Jr. is out with an ankle. Bashaud Breeland left late in that game with concussion symptoms as well. So we'll see if he can progress enough. And then Rashad Fenton also out. So getting pretty thin at corner. He did not play against the Cleveland Browns with that ankle injury. I mentioned CEH. We got to give Darrell Williams some props. The good news is if Clyde can't go, I'm pretty confident in Darrell Williams at this point. I thought he ran strong late in the season. He looked excellent against the Cleveland Browns. I think even if Clyde Edwards-Helaire does return, Darrell Williams has earned a role in this offense for the rest of this season. There's no doubt about that. He might be playing his way into being the number 2 back for next year. And keep in mind, Damian Williams may come back next year. So Darrell Williams has played some really good football for this Chiefs team down the stretch of the season. He's earned an opportunity. Even if Clyde can go, I think Darrell Williams should get some touches in the AFC Championship game. Now, I'm more concerned about the corner spot. I think Darrell Williams can hold things down at running back if needed. But at corner, Bashaud Breeland dealing with a head injury. Hopefully he can clear concussion protocol. Also, Rashad Fenton's been out with an ankle injury. If Charvarius Ward and L'Jarius Sneed are your only real healthy corners, sure, you got Bo Peep, Antonio Hamilton. I would not expect those guys to play much. They'll play that 3 safety look with Matthew, Thornhill, and Sorensen that we saw down the stretch. You're pretty thin there. And by the way, Charvarius Ward hasn't played that well. So I'm a little concerned about Breeland and Rashad Fenton here. Hopefully those guys can get back, at least one of them, for the AFC title game. Get subscribed to the channel because we're going to keep you guys up to date on the injury situation all week long leading up to this big game on Sunday. We cover the latest Chiefs news, rumors, like I mentioned, injury updates, game previews like this one, and a whole lot more. And guess what? Once we get to the offseason, we'll have even more coverage for you guys. So get subscribed. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Share that link with a friend. Let's continue to grow this channel. Okay, let's talk about the Bills offense a little bit. Josh Allen obviously is the focal point there. He's been outstanding. He's played well in the playoffs here too, 68%, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I believe he has 1 fumble, but overall he's been good for Buffalo, has a rushing touchdown as well. And he was awesome in the regular season in which he threw for over 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, and added 8 touchdowns on the ground. This Bills offense does not run the football with running backs. 19 of their first 20 plays against the Bills were pass plays. This is all on Josh Allen for Buffalo. They are one-dimensional. Their running game is pretty much designed runs for Josh Allen. Devin Singletary is not done much this year, so it's the passing game for Buffalo, and for good reason. When you have Stephon Diggs, a top 5, top 7 NFL wide receiver who's played at an all-time level this year, there's a good reason to throw the football because that Allen to Diggs connection has to be a point of emphasis this week in practice for Steve Spagnuolo. He's been great in the playoffs, 234 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills this postseason. Stephon Diggs has really broken out in a major way in 2020. He's going to be a key cog in this matchup. Now, obviously, Tyreek Hill's a key cog every time the Chiefs play, so who's going to have a bigger game? Type TH for Tyreek Hill, type SD for Stephon Diggs. What do you guys think in the comments? I hope Tyreek Hill shows up again. He had a huge game this past week. Let me know what you guys think, though, down below. TH or SD. Now, this is a rematch from Week 6 in which the Chiefs won 26-17. That was a week after their loss to the Raiders in Week 5. They're one of 2 losses on the year. Really, their only real loss because Week 17 they rested all of their starters. I thought the Chiefs' defense played really well, contained Josh Allen in this game, in this 26-17 win. But I'll say this Bills team, especially since then, they kind of hit that middle of the season lull from about Week 5 to Week 7 or 8. They're much improved since then. This is a different Bills team that we've seen the second half of this season. Josh Allen played like an MVP the last 2 months of the year. Stephon Diggs took off, and this Bills defense played a lot better. This Bills defense coming into the year was supposed to be outstanding. It struggled for the first 6 or 7 weeks, but as you saw against Baltimore this weekend, they played a whole lot better. So this is not going to be an easy game for Kansas City in this matchup. So hopefully the Chiefs come ready to go. Hopefully some of these guys who have been banged up are ready to rock, especially Patrick Mahomes. I think he'll be ready to go. But this is not just a game you can show up and go through the motions because Buffalo's been playing like one of the best teams in the NFL. Predict the score for me. Bills versus Chiefs. It's prediction time. Let me know which team's going to win and also what the score is going to be. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Give me your score prediction. I'll go ahead and give you mine, and now this is based on Patrick Mahomes playing, so let me be clear. I got the Chiefs 31-28. I think this is a classic. I think Buffalo's for real. The Chiefs have had trouble pulling away from teams. They had a chance to really put that game away against the Browns, unable to do it. Buffalo's legit. Josh Allen's legit. If Mahomes plays, I think the Chiefs win, but if he doesn't, it's going to be tough sledding. 31-28 if Mahomes plays. This can change for me throughout the week. We'll see what happens with the injuries, but I like Kansas City at home. I think they're the better team. They're the more experienced team. I think they get this done, but that 3-point spread feels about right. I think this is a field goal type of game. Hopefully Harrison Butker is ready to go because he had kind of worked his way out of his funk that he had in the middle of the year, but he missed 2 kicks against the Browns on Sunday. So hopefully a missed Butker kick does not cost Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. So stage is set, Sunday, 6:40 Eastern on CBS. But subscribe to the channel because we're going to have a live watch party of this game. We'll go live about 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll get you ready for the game, and then we'll have live play-by-play coverage of Bills versus Chiefs on Sunday night. So stay tuned for that, and subscribe for videos all week long. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. I'll keep you guys updated right here.